Good afternoon, Spring Valley parents and guardians. This is your Friday message. I am Dr. Ching, your principal, as you know. Hey, it's been a great week. Happy Friday. This week we had a couple things going on, mostly just learning great instruction from our teachers. We did have a lockdown drill. Just to remind you, we'll be doing those occasionally, but we want to get our staff and students in the routine of practicing those drills. We've upgraded a lot on our safety procedures and protocols and some of our software that we use. The kids did a great job. The teachers spent the time to coach them up and talk about why we do these things and how we can do these things effectively. So we thank you for your support on that. Today, we were victorious against Corscold in football and volleyball, so we're really proud of our teams. Thank you for doing such a fantastic job. And instructionally, we had some teachers doing some dot day activities, Ms. Czar's class, Ms. Pincus's class. We even had Ms. Czar's class interacting on a live webinar with an author, really cool. And Ms. Boatman's class doing a newscast. So our teachers are really engaging with students, and we're having a good time, and we're learning while we're doing it. So that's been exciting. Next week, a couple of things coming up. So Monday, we're having our inspirational, motivational BMX rally on Monday morning. So this is a reward for students for being so great this year, but it's also a chance for them to be inspired so that they can push themselves to be successful. We'll have BMX professionals out here on ramps doing some tricks and talking to the kids about how hard work and resiliency can help them in their lives. So we're excited about that. Also next week for 7th and 8th graders, we have a dance. We're hosting it. All proceeds go to Spring Valley General ASB so we can do more events and activities. It's a $5 admission for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, so we'll see you there. You probably noticed that there are some envelopes that came home for Jogathon. Remember, if you could send your students out to ask for some donations, some sponsorships from family and friends, that would be great because 100% of those proceeds go to the class itself. So with field trips coming up, like Frazier and Allen going to the pumpkin patch, 7th and 8th grade going to Astro Camp, there's field trips starting to happen in classes. Now 7th and 8th grade are doing a color run, not the Jogathon, but just that concept that things are starting to happen, and the more funds that we can raise from sponsorships, the more things we can do. So please do your best. We're gonna have fun out here with that Jogathon on the 22nd. We're gonna have some music. We're gonna be interacting with the kids. It's gonna be fun, as it always is. But we wanna make sure it's the biggest and best ever. So thank you for your contribution to that. And like I had mentioned several times before, we are doing our fall festival on November 4th. And parents have been really great about going out and getting sponsorships, and those donations go back to classes as well. So we're doing a good job making things happen for our kids, and I think everybody feels like we have some really good momentum this year, and cool things are happening. So you're gonna get some updates in the coming week on some instructional things that we're doing around campus, and just gonna give you some insight into how we're pushing ourselves to just provide better and better and better and better instruction to our kids, and in targeting areas of need. So be expecting that in some of the messengers in the coming weeks. One exciting thing that we're doing as a launch for our project-based learning instructional model, we are doing the Egg Drop Challenge. So each teacher has worked with kids, aligned it with what they're already teaching, and each class is developing a contraption to protect an egg from dropping. So we're gonna do that fun activity on October 5th. It's gonna be a great time, and we want everybody to be there to celebrate with us and see that project-based learning atmosphere in action. So we look forward to that coming up, and we'll send photos and pictures and everything like that. I think the last thing was we had a celebration of Patriot Day on Monday, and it was just a beautiful ceremony. We played the national anthem, did the Pledge of Allegiance, and we talked about how as Americans we're proud of how citizens can stand up and help each other, be of service to one another, and put others before themselves. And we talked about that as a school, how we can embody that as a school. It was really well received by the kids, and they were really pumped up on that. So that is our message here at Spring Valley. We're going to continue to push that. And lastly, I would just say I'm really encouraged by the after-school activities going on here and participation, not only the after-school program, but every day between soccer and volleyball and football, we have active kids out on our fields. We want to continue to do that as much as possible. So if you are thinking, and 4-H would be included in that. So if you are thinking, man, it'd be nice if we had this there or we could do this there, I'm all about it. So I'm open to talking to people that want to have clubs and activities going on for students here, because it's really good for them. That is all that we have for today. Keep posted in our messengers throughout the week. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Warrior heart, warrior spirit, warrior mind. Go Warriors.